Habs and Panthers, the rematch. Montreal fighting for their playoff lives. Florida fighting for top spot in the Atlantic. And given the way their last meeting ended, with Niko Mikkola firing a puck at the Habs net at the final buzzer, maybe some fighting in general. Craig, with all that as a backdrop, is there going to be a better place for hockey fans than the Bell Center tonight?
Not at all. I mean, it's the best playoff atmosphere, and you're going to get a playoff atmosphere on Tuesday night versus the Florida Panthers. I mean, the excitement in Montreal is really unbelievable, and this team has given their fans every reason to be excited. And you watch the game, you're in the building, you're going to feel it at the Bell Center. It really is special. Bleu, blanc, rouge, all the way. Vas-y donc.
All right, Craig, no lineup change for the Habs tonight. That's kind of interesting. That means Marty St. Louis isn't inserting Arbor Jacki to settle the score with Mikkola. What do you think of the decision?
There's no settling the score. That's just a sidebar, Gino, and it's a huge sidebar. If you want to set your attention and focus on that, then you're losing the plot. And the plot here for the Montreal Canadiens is straightforward. 2 points. Try to make sure that you keep your playoff position. You played very well against the Florida Panthers. What Mikkola did was stupid. The Department of Player Safety fined him the maximum amount. You cannot let your focus, you cannot let your mind go to that because it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters for the Montreal Canadiens is the 2 points.
But is Mikkola going to be looking over his shoulder tonight? Is the crowd at the Bell Center going to be looking for some sort of retribution?
Well, they shouldn't be. I mean, the Montreal Canadiens can't be looking for retribution here. They need to look for 2 points, Gino. The only thing that Mikkola should be looking over his shoulder on is a fierce forecheck. Players trying to take him off the puck, trying to create opportunities for him. You're looking for retribution. I'm telling you, you're looking in the wrong area and you're losing your focus. Montreal Canadiens cannot afford to look in that area.
All right, let's look at net now. Sam Montembeault's already played 55 games this season. That's more than he's played in a single year at any level of the game. The Habs have got 9 games left. Dobish has really struggled in his last 2 starts, giving up 11 goals over those 2 games. Do they need to keep riding Montembeault right now?
No, they're going to have to find a way to put Dobish in the net. Bottom line is Sam Montembeault with back-to-backs, you can't play all 9 games. And Sam Montembeault, before his recent 2 games, 3 games prior to that, he wasn't very good. But guess what, Gino? It's not about Sam Montembeault. It's not about Jakub Dobish. It's about the defense in front of him. The Montreal Canadiens' defensive play was atrocious. It was abysmal. And it didn't matter who you put in the net, they were going to struggle because that's how porous the Montreal defensive play was. So Sam Montembeault's their guy. We all know he's their guy. Can he play 6, 7 of the next 9 games? Absolutely. But to pin this on Jakub Dobish as not being capable is wrong. Keep in mind, Gino, he went into Florida and he got this season back on track for a playoff run. Jakub Dobish can be a guy that can get you wins and spell a little bit of relief for Sam Montembeault down the stretch.
Craig, you help me with this one because sometimes I'm a little confused. The Habs have played the Stanley Cup champs 3 times this season. Montreal's won all 3. Not only that, they've given up an average of 1 goal against per game against the Panthers. How do you explain this?
Well, I'm going to try my best, Gino. I don't know if it's something that's explainable. Sometimes it happens. But here's the way I'm going to look at it. I'm going to look at the last 2 games, the last 2 wins for the Montreal Canadiens versus the Panthers. The first time, they were coming off of a real significant loss in Seattle. They were up 4-2 in that game, gave up 2 power play goals, and lost 4 seconds into overtime. So the last time they played them, now they're coming off a real poor loss in Philadelphia, 2 points that I thought they absolutely needed, and then the Carolina game. So now you go to play the Florida Panthers, giving those 2 scenarios. A Stanley Cup reigning champion kind of gets your shoulder blades pinched. You feel it. You better go, we're not able to play the same way. We better tighten up in these games. So playing a good opponent sometimes forces you to pay a little bit more attention, to be a little bit more dialed in. That's my explanation. I don't know if it's something that is valid, but I do know this. Finding a way to get 2 points against a real top team, and Montreal's done it 3 times versus the Florida Panthers, going for a 4th. That's significant. And that's all the focus has to be now, finding a way to get 2 points.
You done it again, Craig. You set the stage. It's going to be awesome. Habs and Panthers at the Bell Center tonight.